What's going on? It's your boy Reno, man. I've been sitting here going back and forth with a couple of rants that I was trying to figure out where I was going to drop. And I had to delete a few because now I'm in the right place. This one is for the ladies, man. This one's for the ladies. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like when it came to feminism, I thought it was pro-femininity. You know, as a youngster growing up, we loved women, man. Real men love ladies, man. Real men, yeah, we get strong, we get big, we fight other dudes, but in reality, it's a man's world, but it means nothing without a woman or a girl. I'm gonna say this again because it was from the legendary James Brown. He said, "This is a man's world, but it means nothing without a woman or a girl." And he's absolutely right, because what we fight for in nature is what we nurture when we come home. You can find beauty in nature, of course, but you can also find hell there. You can also find rage and monsters and demons and animals and lions and tigers and bears and all this other shit. But guess what? All that has nothing to a woman's scorn. If hell has no fury like a woman's scorn, then you women need to wake up to the idea that you were never second place, you were never a second class citizen amongst men. In fact, you were always overcompensated with power. It was you that bit the apple that, of course, changed the course of time, quote unquote. And we were automatically simps. Listen, if we go back to Adam and Eve, you can't blame yourself for being a simp, nigga. You can't blame yourself for being a simp, because if Adam and Eve, let's just go by what the Bible says. Let's just go by it. If Adam and Eve, created all life, or they were like the one of the, timelines, whatever the case may be, then Adam already proven that men are designed to be simps. I hate to tell you this, ladies, and you might not like this, but every man was designed to love a woman, man. Every man was designed to love a woman. Look. The whole alphabet community would have never existed if it wasn't for femininity. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started on this, because the whole alphabet community is built off of femininity. Everything in the alphabet community is based off femininity. It has nothing to do with masculinity. None of it. And I'm not beefing about it. I'm just keeping it real. That should show you how powerful you women are. Because if it wasn't for women, the alphabet community would have never existed. Now, you could talk about the G, but in order for that to even work, somebody has to be put into a feminine position, and there it is, and we're going to leave it at that, and let's keep moving forward. So when you ladies start becoming bullies with this feminism, you're starting to extract the energy that is so unnecessary. It's turning you into like the new Hitler. It really is, because you represent not only sexual objects or objects of our desire, you also represent our mothers, sisters, aunties, and the old lady that's across the street, the damsel in distress. You represent the lowest lane, the need, the want, the craving. So you men are creators. We are architects. We design, we build, but we need a platform in order to build that with. We could come up with all the ideas, because that's what we do. But without the canvas, without the clay, without the mold, without the rock, without whatever, without the materials, we're just men with ideas. and that's where the madness comes in. We need, and that's what you ladies represent. You represent the canvas, you represent the mold, you represent the clay, you represent the vision, you represent the motivation, you represent the reason, you represent why my hands move, you represent why I'm a man, god damn it. Did I come out the penis, or did I come out the poop? You know what I mean? Keep it real. I came out the poom. That's why. You were strong enough to even bear that kind of shit. And then y'all got the nerve to come out here and try to bully people with your feminism. Now, I understand, and I understand that some of these dudes ain't shit. Some of us ain't shit. Some of us just ain't shit. Some of us is just hard dick and bubble gum. I get that. I get that completely. I get that completely. But if you like your men that way, or if you feel like they might have they have better fun, or you just collab with them better. It takes so little to make a man great. As like when you're a woman, you can make a man great just by words. You can make a man great by just, I don't know, getting him his favorite donut. You can make a dude great by just remembering something that he said or a song that he liked. You can make a man great by saying, oh, like you can even set it up. There's no alpha, beta, sigma, and everybody in between that is going to not be a victim to y'all call them baddies or a good girl or anything. Listen, man, you ladies got to stop taking advantage of a natural weakness. That's why Superman was designed. Superman is a victim to Kryptonite and Lois Lane. He represents every man's id or superhero. I'm not too sure how to, but he represents the id. He represents what every man's trying to embody. But every man is still going to be a weakness to whatever his terrain is. In America, money is the sovereignty. Money is the true bullet, the true sword of what makes a man a man. If we talk about high value, then the most valuable thing you can have is money, whether it's liquid or equity. That represents the kryptonite. That's why men fall from what they say. That's why men kneel to money. When we're broke, we don't got nothing. We're done. We're weakened. We're weakened. If you're broke, you could be strong being broke, but you get what I'm saying. And Lois Lane. This woman is a gluttony near a building. She should never be on a roof again, which is interesting because the famous Proverbs quote, "Rather be on a corner," is really you'd rather be on the corner of a rainy roof than to deal with a nagging wife. And it's so ironic that Lois Lane always falls off of buildings. It's just a metaphor and a soliloquy to, yeah. You would think. Sometimes I think Lois did that on purpose just to see if he'll come through, and he always does. I'm just saying. The point of the matter is, that's how powerful y'all are. All you got to do is be in a point of distress, and there's somebody there to save you. That's why hell has no fury, like you just being scorned. So when you get upset, what do you think that is? That's why y'all be catching karma so bad. I think y'all need to pay attention to that, because you ever see, like karma works both ways. And if you notice, men have these, they say, men age like fine wine and all that good stuff. You know why? It's because hell has no fury like a woman scorned. It's a real saying. Y'all the manufacturers of men. Men, you fracture. You can fracture this very thing you make. That's why y'all got to be careful how y'all wield y'all power. You do not need masculinity to be strong. You are the manufacturers of men. We are the architects. We will give you the design and the blueprint, but you are the foundation we can build this on. You have the clay, you have the materials, and I got the hands, baby, and we can make an empire. And that's how it happens, and that's how empires fall. I mean, so if you know what a real power is with a woman? Femininity, motherfucker. How is feminism masculine in any way, shape, or form? I thought feminism was like Marilyn Monroe's really empowering. Like, it's just kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Because you want to know who I thought feminism was? I'm gonna keep it real. You know who I thought feminism? You know who I think feminism is? And y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Women like Kim Kardashian, women like Amber Rose. Women who went through the stuff, got called all types of derogatory names. But guess what? They mastered the art of femininity. Kim Kardashian is a billionaire. Her sisters are billionaires. They like to sleep around. They like having sex. Now, some of y'all could call them whores or whatever, but now y'all starting to throw stones. And how you want to say it. So that's what I thought feminism was. Same thing with old Amber Rose there, she, a product of the environment that she came from. But they didn't allow They didn't allow the scrutiny, the hate from both sides, from everybody, to stop them from being women. It didn't stop their femininity. And I saw the power in that. And you see the power in it. You can say what you want, but the world responded, and they're millionaires. And guess what? They still kept their femininity. They're still ladylike about everything. And that's how you win. Not just sitting here bashing men, not sitting here getting upset all the time and having an attitude all the time. That's not how winners win. That's just not how a woman's power is going to ever really win in this society. You know, it's bad enough men are dying alone. Why are y'all dying alone? I really don't understand it. Your children should not be the last people holding your hand when you die. Take it from me, take it from my personal experience. This femininity, this feminism thing is going to lead y'all to die alone. It really is. I really hate to see it happen to you lovely, beautiful women out here in the world. Really don't. But y'all going to feel pain that you don't have to. It's time to tap back in. It's time to get back to that essence. Getting mad and ranting to your girlfriends that are by themselves too. You shouldn't even be taking no advice from a single woman. None of you ladies should be taking advice from a single woman. What experience does she have in getting a man? She has experience on leaving them. She's what they call catch and release. You know, like men are taught how to fish, right? Men are taught how to fish. They can eat for a lifetime. Well, sometimes men go out and fish for fun, and they catch the fish, they take their picture and throw it back into the sea. It's called catch release. So sometimes your homegirl is just giving you catch release advice, and she's not teaching you how to fish. She's teaching you how to stay hungry, how to wither and die by yourself if she by herself. Why don't you talk to the homegirl, and then y'all going to get jealous of the chick that got something going for her, see her smile with a dude. You should be asking her how she got it. And she gonna say something like, I don't know. It's like y'all get mad that men want women to like be women. It's just like men getting mad at women wanting to be women. Women, of course, want a man with money. Of course, women want a man that looks good and can handle himself in the streets and can handle himself in the bed. Like, of course, a woman wants a dude because money is a sovereignty in America. It's not like who has the biggest sword. If it was, and we be walking around with the biggest sword. No, it's cash, man. When a woman can find comfort because we want peace. That shit costs over there. It takes money, man. Of course it does. And the more, the better. Of course. Don't you want the better? Don't you want that? Like, I mean, come on. It's a two-way street. And the thing for the ladies is y'all got it so much easier. I know y'all go through your little things, but as far as acquiring a man, I think it's so easy for y'all. Y'all making it difficult. I think it's some kind of thing. Like, I think it's too easy for y'all. I think it's so easy for y'all that y'all have to make it difficult. But it's just getting to a point where it's creating a bubble. And it's going to backfire, just like the stock market. And what's going to happen is you're going to turn a lot of men that would have never had the opportunity with you into Kratos. Now you're going to have to ask for his, and he already got two on the way. I don't think it's going to work in your favor, ladies. And in this whole war, I have to say y'all the bad guys simply because if hell has no fury like y'all scorn, you will recognize you're killing us out here, particularly in my community and the more melanated community, and that's a whole other program. But y'all ladies really need to stop cracking the whip, because I'm gonna tell you, there is nothing sadder than seeing a woman die alone. The world and society and us, we're already programmed to know that men live, men die, men build, men die. But seeing a woman die alone is one of the saddest things I've ever seen. I mean, listen, I'm trying to tell you something, ladies, because it's very easy. I mean, when you got that kind of power, of course you're going to catch that kind of demise if you use it wrong. It's karma, of course. That's why men catch it the way they catch it. When you're doing wrong, you get dirt. That's why the women go out the way they go out, because it's like, how much hell are you going to inflict? How much scorn in them? You don't want to die alone out here, ladies. There's a lot of dudes you can turn into high value men by inspiring them. You could just say some simple shit like, let's say he was a tad overweight. Be like, you be like, and he getting on, because men are gonna. What y'all think is insecurity is really just a man trying to like upgrade himself. If you be like, you can say some shit like, yeah, he cute, but like that 6-pack will look better on you. That nigga might go over there and put himself in the gym tomorrow. And you only helping him improve his health, improve his stamina, improve everything going for him. And all you did was say something. We didn't even talk about bedroom games. It's just, you could just say the right words to a dude and get him to turn into it's just the power that you wield. That's why hell have no fury. It's like a woman scorned. So when you get angry, when you get upset, when you bash dudes, when you bash people, when you walk around bitter like that, it's going to weigh on you a lot heavier than us. Because we are men, we are designed to bear that kind of weight as well. You guys are designed to bear children. So be careful how you treat the things that you make, because you do make these things. It's like, you